A live shot of the Penny Gymnasium here in Farmingdale, Maine. It's high school basketball, MVC style tonight. The Halldale Bulldogs taking on the Madison Bulldogs, the visitors down here in Farmingdale tonight. I'm Rob Kennedy, along with Mark Tinkham. Tonight, it's not grass on the field. We're inside. You sure you can be okay with this, Mark?
Well, the hard court's confusing me a little bit. You know, I have to dip into my previous life, but I'm sure I can pull back a little bit enough and give you a little support here on the hard court.
Halldale 3-0 on the season, Madison 3-0 on the season. Madison, we'll talk about them first overall. They've become a great rival on the girls' side especially for a lot of teams for Halldale. Of course, the softball program at Madison, the most successful in Class C. That's one that Halldale's wanted to become and have kind of taken that mantle from them. And in basketball, a lot of success as well. Halldale Bulldogs emulating that and then some, winning the gold ball last year.
Well, I think you got just tough competitors on both sides. You know, when you look at the Madison Bulldogs, Reagan Cowing, you know, she doesn't stand that tall, but man, she packs a punch in everything that she does. Even in soccer this year, she was the only person in the regular season to score upon Halldale. And then you've got, you get Allie Griffith, Kylie Furbush. They've got some solid players out there. So, you know, I think this is where if the Halldale Bulldogs come out and if they're in any sort of a slump, they're going to be in for a dogfight.
The thing with this Madison team is they work very hard, as you were talking about off air before we started, and they're very well coached. El Venziano, he's been around long enough. He's got the gym up in Madison named after him, had plenty of success, regional championships in 2006 and 2010. He's a guy who always seems to have his players playing, even when he's got a ton of talent, above that level. They're always better than the sum of their parts, and that's the one thing that's always an X factor for this Madison team. No matter what you look at with their record, although it's great this year, you have to look at it as a team that's formidable just because of how well coached they always are.
Well coached, and I think their uniforms are significant too. It's blue. This is a blue-collar, work ethic team. They are out there. They're going to grind out everything that they possibly can for points, for rebounds. You know, and I think our hometown Bulldogs are going to be in for a fight for a good part of the game. I think the depth might wear the Madison Bulldogs down. But I think as we initially start this thing, it's going to be a good contest.
Halldale, the defending Class C champs, as I mentioned. They graduated some talents. Avery Baker, Iris Ireland, Lily Platt, KK Wills, all moving on. And the first three had 46 rebounds between the three of them combined in this game last year. Won by Halldale in Madison, 67-38. Still a lot of depth in this team, though, and still plenty of talent.
Absolutely. And, you know, you've got the heir apparent. You know, you've got KJ Greenhosh out there looking to get some boards. Certainly, you know, I think the edge right now is certainly with Halldale and their forwards and guards.
So we're going to turn it over now to the PA announcer. That's Connor Dumont tonight. Have the announcements, our starting lineups, and our national anthems live here in Farmingdale.
Welcome to Halldale High School for tonight's regular season Mountain Valley Conference game between the visiting Madison Bulldogs and your own Halldale Bulldogs. The member schools of the Mountain Valley Conference, along with the athletes and coaches of the teams playing tonight, respectfully ask everyone in attendance to keep in perspective the real meaning of high school interscholastic competition and demonstrate respectful behavior and sportsmanship throughout the entire game. Before introducing the players, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our officials. Across the state of Maine, there is a shortage of officials in every sport. We are very grateful for the officials that we have here this evening. Without them, there would be no event for our kids today. Officials for tonight's game are Ed Baer and Nick Daigle. We'll begin by announcing the non-starters for Madison. Number 5, Ella Haney. Number 12, JC Moody. Number 25, Brianna Hagopane. Number 33, Bree Gross. Number 35, Elizabeth Kelly. And number 44, Ava Landry. And now, the non-starters for Halldale. Number 5, Sierra Gibbons. Number 10, Tori Tibbetts. Number 14, Jenna Lee. Number 20, Lucy Gray. Number 22, Marie Benoit. number 25, Carolyn Coro, and number 31, Jade Graham. And now, your starters for Madison. A senior, number 13, Ashley Clough. A sophomore, number 14, Reagan Cowan. A sophomore, number 15, Mackenzie Robbins. A junior, number 21, Kylie Furbush. And a junior, number 22, Allie Griffith. And now, introducing your starters for Halldale. A senior, number 2, Rita Benoit. A junior, number 11, Hayden Mador. A senior, number 24, Amanda Trepanier. A junior, number 30, Aubrey Gilbert. And a junior, number 12, KJ Greenhalgh. Athletic training services are provided by Jill Haskell. And now, would you all rise for the singing of the national anthem by Halldale's own Brooke Bernaducci.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Brooke Bernaducci on the anthem rather, much better than playing the album version off the MP3 player. I have to have her every game, I hope.
I was thinking you were going to say Brooke Bernaducci about to produce an album.
Wouldn't be out of the question, would it? Something I do like about having the anthem before every game is the students get a chance to sing it or play it, and see a lot of great performances at the Augusta Civic Center every year, oftentimes by players on the team. So Madison starts, as you heard, reminding the starters, Ashley Clough, Reagan Cowan, Mackenzie Robbins, Kylie Furbush, and Allie Griffith, Halldale's Rita Benoit, Hayden Mador, KJ Greenhalgh, Amanda Trepanier, and Aubrey Gilbert. Rob Munzing, our producer tonight. Matthew Waller's on camera. Mark Tingamon Cohen. I'm Rob Kennedy. Sit back and enjoy wherever you're watching this game tonight. Bulldogs against Bulldogs from Farmingdale. Last game before the holiday break for both of these teams. KJ Greenhalgh controlling the tip for Halldale in white. That's Bador. Greenhalgh doubled. If there was an open player, it was Gilbert, tipped aside by Clough, and it's still Halldale ball.
Get low, KJ.
Madison's got some speed. They have athleticism. This is a good battle right here. Cowan on Trepanier. Gilbert on the block. The kick out. Greenhalgh took it all the way in and hits the shot.
Matchup-wise, you got Madison in a man-to-man D, so it's going to be interesting both teams are kind of small and quick, and probably the best matchup right now will be that man-to-man.
Furbush shot, rimmed out. Gilbert the rebound. Trepanier had a big game last year against this Madison team, 18 points, 7 assists as well. She was running the point in that game, as she's doing a little tonight. KK Wills either did not play in that contest or missed a great deal of it. Trepanier was called into action. Here's Regan Cowan, just a sophomore, very talented player, obviously honorable mention last year as a freshman. Furbush. Griffith into the corner for Cowan. Furbush picked up by Madore. Caldwell keeping Madison outside for now. Cowan. Picked a dribble up. It's a nice pass to Furbush. And she thought Cowan would be more open than she was, but Madore would stay right there with her. Here's a shot from the elbow, tying the game off the backboard, Allie Griffith.
Nice motion set by Madison there to get Griffith open. Madison this year doesn't have the size that they've had in the past years to really get people in the paint.
They're patient looking for that shot and cash it in. Madore outside to Greenhalgh. Benoit. Nice fake. Good work by Madison to pick it up. The kick out to Greenhalgh off the rim. Here's Benoit, a little fadeaway for two.
It's a nice pickup by Benoit.
Robbins from Madison had a little daylight, tried to exploit it, and Gilbert shut her down. Now Madore, double digits in every game so far. Throws up a wild shot, some contact there. There's the follow by Gilbert, just asserting herself physically in the paint.
I was wondering if Halldale was going to do a little bit of a trap. Madison doesn't look like it has a deep bench and try to wear the Bulldogs down a little bit.
Missing two players tonight, too, and Ashley Paddleford and Marina Gilman, both not with the team tonight. Greenhalgh almost stole that away and then put the brakes on to avoid the foul. That's something she wouldn't have done last year.
I was going to say, that's a sense of growth for her because you're right. She would have just plowed that girl over.
Trepanier with a partial block. Halldale looking to run. Madore the bounce pass. Trepanier in stride, lays it in. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Al Venziano. There's too much speed for the Bulldogs that last trip down the floor. The Halldale Bulldogs, that is, have to clarify in this game.
Let's take a look, a replay with Madore feeding that ball to Trepanier. Here it comes to you. Madore takes it. Nice ball down low to Trepanier. Trepanier finishes, left hand up and off the glass and in.
So Halldale so far with four different players on the score sheet. Rita Benoit, KJ Greenhalgh, Shamanda Trepanier, and Audrey Gilbert all with 2 points. And Hayden Madore, who will get her share of points. Off the score sheet so far, but a couple of assists, including that one you just saw.
Smart move by Madison right now, looking to stem the tide. Well, tie a tourniquet around that bleeder.
You don't want to get yourself too much in a hole against this Halldale team. They are very good at closing out games.
Here's that press that I was thinking we'd see.
Allie Griffith, blazing past Benoit. And a foul call, Benoit trailing the play. It's the first foul against either team in this contest.
Hands on, makes sense.
And our first substitution into the game from Madison, Ella Haney, a sophomore. Ashley Clow, the 5'8 senior, will head to the bench. Robbins. Cowan looking for options. Pass inside, and Gilbert got there a step too late.
I think any sport you're up against Gilbert, soccer, basketball, you're on into her, she's a wall. You're going down.
And she's aggressive and she's physical. She'll come out of the game now. Marie Benoit, the sophomore, coming in. So both Benoits in the contest, wearing 2 and 22 respectively. Speaking of 22 is Allie Griffith. Cowan cuts inside, blocked by Greenhalgh. Quick outlet, Hayden Madore. Through a little contact, not much though. Robbins mostly didn't contest that, knowing it was unlikely she could stop that bucket.
I am curious why she slowed the speed down. It's like she was trying to draw a foul.
I think she was. Now all 5 Halldale starters have a bucket in their 10-2 lead. Regan Cowan outside to Robbins. Furbush launching for 3. And Madore the rebounds. No easy looks against Halldale so far for Madison. Madore. Oh, nice blind pass. Greenhalgh finishes.
That was a beautiful play. Really was.
Relentless defense by Halldale. Madison does get the ball inbounds to Allie Griffith. Griffith has to retrieve it. Now she needs some help back there.
She's going to get the 10.
It's stolen away by Medor. And we'll take a look at the replay of that last bucket.
Medor down low to Greenhosh. Greenhosh confidently goes up again off the glass from the other side. It's like a deja vu mirror image from the replay that we just showed you.
Coach Venziano also using his second timeout here. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep it here as we've kind of eaten into a little bit of that so far. But people watching the Halldale team for the first time, if you just read about Halldale, you read quite a bit about numerous players, but Hayden Medor jumps out for points. Tonight, though, in this first quarter, hasn't been the points, it's been the assists.
She's scrappy. She is the definition of scrappy. When you watch her out there, she is all over the court. You're looking at a replay of her right now. You know, she probably has the best court awareness out there. She knows where her teammates are, available for assists, available for shots. She's just, consummately aware of where people are on the court.
The Bulldogs back on the court, and Tori Tibbetts checking into the game for the Bulldogs. Rita Benoit will get a rest. And Madison looks to be unchanged.
I think smart on the coaching part of Coach Aramillo early in the season, getting a lot of players in there, getting them some time, because we saw what happened last year. Come playoff time, you run up against some of those Western Maine teams, and obviously the anointed one so far is NYA.
Sure. Some other good teams down south as well. Robbins hits it. Just out of the timeout, whatever Coach Venziano said seemed to have worked. Benoit hands that off to Medor. Medor running the floor. Greenhalgh outside. Baseline doubled. Trepanier open. Trepanier's pass trying to hit a cutting Marie Benoit. Medor stole it away. Greenhalgh called for it. Takes it. A little too strong with the left hand. The rebound grabbed down by Elizabeth Kelly. Tibbetts knocks it out of bounds in the Kelly pass, but Madison keeps the basketball.
Tibbetts is a nice addition to this squad. She also she's just a workhorse. She's out there. She's scrappy just like Medor is. There it is.
Steal there, too. Knocked that away right on cue. Speaking of scrappy coming back, Regan Cowan. Very impressive athlete. The quick hands to take that away from Medor.
You put number a white and 11 on her, have her stand back to back Medor. You choose which is which.
Medor's got a little more height. That'd be the only difference maker. Robbins cans the three. And 5 straight points for Madison. They've got a 10-point gap in half. All 5 points scored by the sophomore, Mackenzie Robbins. Tibbetts faked the three. Great move. Wouldn't fall. The rebound. Battered around to Robbins again. Cowan just put the brakes on in time. Another foot further. Moving that ball back would turn it over to Halldale. Furbush. Cowan outside to Furbush again. Robbins has been hot. Not that time, though. Medor between two Madison Bulldogs, the steal. And Madison all over Tibbetts. They'll get called for their first foul. Probably Alahaney.
Here's a three-point shot by Furbush. All net. Beautiful shot.
So 6 minutes and 6 seconds into the quarter, Madison picks up their first foul. Halldale has only 2. Sierra Gibbons in the game now, the freshman wearing number 5. Gives Trepanier a breather. Tori Tibbetts ran into Greenhalgh, and that caused the travel.
I think it says something, first quarter's almost done, you get 3 fouls, and both teams are going hard out there. I mean, full court, and it's clean.
They're skilled, they're physical, but they do play clean. And you got 2 veteran officials out there, too, who are going to let these athletes play. Just losing the handle that time, Elizabeth Kelly.
Fortunate there, she had the position.
She may have been a little too deep, but it was close. Great pass to find her. Medor giving the instructions. Tibbetts hounded by Haney. Sierra Gibbons almost had that wrested away and did. The arrow pointing in Madison's direction.
Nice tie-up by Cowing.
I think this Madison team, too, is they're relatively young. Starters, a sophomore in Cowan, a sophomore in Robbins. Furbish and Griffith are juniors. Ashley Clow, the lone senior. Griffith had to reset. Robbins, who has 5 of the 7 Madison points, has the ball again. Greenhalgh backed off. She has learned some discipline over the past few months. Cowan, the bounce pass down low. A 3-second violation called against Kelly.
No, I'd agree. If we're looking this time last year, 1:03, she'd probably have 2 fouls on her by now.
Well, there are 2 occasions where she could have continued to be aggressive and would have almost certainly picked up a foul, and both times prudently backed off. Still made a good defensive play, but didn't draw the whistle. Medor looks determined. Just missed the shot. Greenhalgh the rebound. Stolen away by Kelly. Kelly. Pass across. Knocked out of bounds by a hustling Sierra Gibbons who got back.
Halldale held scoreless since that timeout that Coach took.
Yeah, 5 points for Madison. 5-0 run for the Bulldogs in blue. Robbins. They won't give her that shot. Kelly will take it and hits. That's just a 2. That's 7 straight points for Madison.
And a turnover.
Kelly kept it in somehow. Stolen back by Halldale. Here's Gibbons. Greenhalgh.
Yep.
Offensive foul. You knew that was coming just the minute the contact was made. First foul on Greenhalgh. Nobody in this game with more than 1. In the waning seconds of this first quarter, a 3-point game. Greenhalgh steals the inbound pass. Medor. 18 seconds. Bulldogs likely want last shot here unless they get something too good to pass down. An offer they can't refuse as it is. Medor with 10. Weaving through defenders, picked up the foul. It's on Robbins. And Medor at the line. First free throws we've seen in this game. Medor, a very good free throw shooter, hits the first. She can give Halldale a 5-point lead with his shots, and she does. Madison with 7.5 seconds to work against the Halldale pressure. Cowan has to hurry. Cowan with 3, with 2. Here's the shot by Kelly. Bang! At the buzzer. Couldn't have drawn it up any better than the Madison Bulldogs just did. And it's a 2-point game after 8 minutes here on Munzing Media.
Here's the end of the play. Kelly sets up. Long 3. Nothing but net. It's almost like they drew it up.
Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Randy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-service and printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help. Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Halldale basketball coming out of the break. They've been pestered by this scrappy Madison Bulldogs team. 2-point game. Hayden Medor, Mana Trepanier. Starters back out for Halldale and Madison. Here's Gilbert. Pushed her way through to Greenhalgh in a perfect spot. Almost went for her, not quite. Rita Benoitz. Pinballed off the defender Griffith. She was the last to touch it, Griffith was. Halldale basketball. Halldale setting back up off the inbounds. Mador tried to get inside. No way past Mackenzie Robbins, however. Gilbert was calling for it. It's through Trepanier's hands. Stolen away. Trepanier was hoping it would be misplayed, and it wasn't. Regan Cowan, sure-handed and very quick, has tied the game.
Huge mental letdown there.
Would have been better to take the backcourt violation. Trepanier took her chances. And a foul called on the way by.
Here's that play. Cowing sneaks up, picks the pocket, goes up. Off the glass and in. Tied up, 14-14.
A foul on Madison's Elizabeth Kelly. That's her first. Again, nobody with two in this game yet. Almost a minute into the second quarter. Mador's first three attempt, too strong. Gilbert the rebounds. Benoit can start it over for Halldale. Mador cutting, driving. That's too strong. And the rebound yanked down by Ella Haney. Got a lot to deal with Trepanier there. Cowan waiting for help. Griffith for the lead. Off the backboard, no. Trepanier the rebound. But Madison right there. Ella Haney, I think. Now it won't be Haney, it'll be Furbish. Call for the foul. Just one on Kylie. 4 fouls now on Madison in the contest. 3 assessed against Halldale. Amanda Trepanier held in check so far. A couple of points. Madison not giving up those open looks outside. They know what Halldale can do. And a team control foul called against Aubrey Gilbert. And now we have a player with 2 fouls. Gilbert picks up her second. She'll be replaced by Jade Graham. Jade Graham coming in for Gilbert, a very capable replacement. 9 points last game against Dirigo, and a very good defender. Knocked right back to Griffith. Haney had that rejected by Trepanier. Medora wants the quick outlets. Trepanier explodes to the hoop, can't lay it in. Through the foul, however, on Allie Griffith. And Trepanier will get a chance to shoot from the line.
Halldale's needing a break right now. Nothing, with the exception of foul shots, nothing is falling for them.
I'll correct myself, it's Haney on the foul, number 5. Trepanier unties the game. Mackenzie Robbins in. One out of 2 from Trepanier. Bulldogs in white by 1. Tough shot for Furbish, wouldn't go. It'll stay Madison basketball. Haney, quick inbound, and Madison for the first time is on top.
It was a nice inbound play by Madison.
Madison spreading the points out as well. That's the first 2 for Haney. Mador, nifty dribble behind her back to get by Kelly. Graham. Halldale will keep the basketball. Good work by Robbins to deny Graham the second effort, but Halldale gets to inbound.
Yeah, it was good work by Graham. I'm surprised nothing was called on that. She had 3 blue on her.
Graham. Mador. Little space by the free throw line. Still won't go for Trepanier. Strong rebound, and the putback falls. Halldale jumps back on top by 1. Robbins open for 3, wants the shot. Little hesitation. I'm going to throw her off a bit. Don't think she realized she was as open as she was.
Yeah, and just watching her, and we had a great angle, just body position, not set up for that shot.
Mador, the bouncer. Great anticipation, but Gray has it anyway. Benoit. Greenhalgh for 3, too short. That's knocked out of Trepanier's hands. Halldale keeps it. And a lot of subs coming in now, 4 in fact. Clough and Cowan back in for Madison. Tibbetts has re-entered for Halldale. And Marie Benoit as well. Madison made that inbound play much more difficult than Halldale wanted. Marie Benoit's. Benoit's got a runway to the hole and takes advantage.
Absolutely, that cleared the waters there.
Halldale by 3. Madison with a chance to tie. We'll draw closer. Clow outside. Robbins 3 off the iron. No, the putback won't go, but Kelly was fouled and she'll shoot from the line.
It's a second on Greenhouse.
So Gilbert with 2 and Greenhouse with 2.
Still think that if Halldale keeps the pressure up, you know, as you're looking at Kelly right now, hands are just on the hips and difficult to make those foul shots when you're tired.
Mador with 4.5 to go. Trepanier's first open look from downtown rattled out. Greenhouse the rebounds. Tibbetts, yes. Tori Tibbetts scores her first 2 points. Halldale back up by 5. The Bulldogs and White in a run now. Cloud didn't have the shot. Griffith underneath, knocked away by Greenhouse. Marie Benoit almost had that stolen. Greenhouse running the floor. Trepanier wants that 3. Close, but no. Great battle for the basketball, but Greenhouse will lose out here. And Kylie Furbush back into the game for Madison.
Hey, sideline, KJ get big. KJ get big.
This game's been fun. Good spirited battle between the two Bulldog sides. Marie Benoit. Tibbetts. Benoit doubled. Tibbetts is the open player. Not for long, though. Griffith came down to shut her down. Cowan. Here's some footsteps. Resets.
Travel.
And Griffith called for the travel. I want to say hi to Debbie Venziano tonight. Coach Al Venziano's wife, who I know is a big fan of Munzing Media. Checks out a lot of the broadcasts. Glad to have her watching tonight. Love having Madison come down to visit. And your husband made a great time out in that first quarter to draw his team back. See if Madison's got another comeback in them here in the first half to erase another 5-point deficit.
Nice ball movement by Halldale.
Lucy Gray. Number 20, Trepanier on the post. What a great battle down low with Cowan. And Trepanier's going to win that fight. She'll head to the line.
Win hashtag not. She got hammered.
She showed more of that element, though, to go inside to the dirty areas and take that physical pounding that we hadn't seen quite as much her sophomore and a little more her junior year. And the first shot goes down.
I love to see her mixing it up underneath. I mean, she's just, she has been on a program and just put on a lot of strength, and she's able to mix it up with a lot of them down low now.
She's always had a great element to her game. That physicality wasn't one of them, but it is now. And Halldale by 7 has the ball back after the turnover.
Much more confident driving, much more confident going in and rebound.
And developed a mental toughness, too, again, that you didn't see as much as a sophomore or junior. That's the great thing about watching players mature over time and, of course, having long playoff runs to really battle test you. That'll do it as well. Gray outside, launching the 3, no. And that's last touched by Tori Tibbetts. It's Madison basketball. Here's Sierra Gibbons back in now. Ten players used by Halldale so far in this game. Mador got her hands on that. Arrows with Madison. Here's Rita Benoit back in. Trepanier hasn't had a break in a while. She'll take one here. Allie Griffith. Elizabeth Kelly. Return to the floor for Madison.
Certainly want to send a shout out to all the viewers tonight. I think we got some from some of our fans who may have left school early, headed south to what was supposed to be warmer climates.
Not so much. Great rebounds A shot missed, but Elizabeth Kelly did well to keep that alive for Madison. Mador wants it herself. Great step inside for the two. Trying to answer right back, and does Regan Cowan. Spectacular finish. And she'll go to the line.
Here's a replay on that. Mador drives, goes left, out with the right hand, off the glass and in. Slice and dice. Foul shot is good by Cowing.
It's a 6-point game again. Cowan steals it away. Halldale getting the defense back. Kelly knew it, took the shot, no good. Gibbons the rebound. 2-on-1 for Halldale. Mador kept it and hits.
That was a beautiful fake. I honestly thought she was going to be passing it off and kept it in that in for the layup.
Use her teammate as the decoy, and that worked. Allie Griffith under 2 to go. Dangerous pass stolen away by Benoit. But her pass too far ahead of Sierra Gibbons. That turns it back to Madison.
Madison is exerting a lot of energy right now. I wonder if it's going to come and hit them a little bit come the second half.
It's wondering the same thing. They'll be happy for the break when they get it.
But that last 3 minutes, it's just been up and down the court. And to their credit, I mean, they've been getting the ball and going and driving to the basket.
Now they are battling. The Bulldogs of Halldale know it. Knocked out of bounds by Gibbons, who's over to help out Regan Cowan. Cowan had an open player, not for long. Lucy Gray.
Nice read by Gray, coming up behind and knocked that out of her hands.
I thought they were pointing that in Halldale's
Here's
direction.
That play by Cowing.
Ferber's shots, the 3 rings out. Sierra Gibbons now. Gibbons on the baseline, touch that red paint. And it's Madison basketball. Jenna Lee becomes the 11th player to enter the game for Halldale. The 5'5 junior, listed as 5'5. Not sure that's entirely accurate. Cowan, just off the timeline. It was close. Great bounce pass down low. Well defended by Halldale's Lucy Gray, though. Looks like an easy bucket for Kelly. Gray had other ideas. And Robbins will get called. That's 3 on Mackenzie Robbins. And the first player that to keep an eye on as far as foul trouble is concerned. It's a 1-1 now for Halldale. Rita Benoit's at the line. And the lefty gets one more. She can extend Halldale's largest lead to double digits if the senior can hit this shot. And does. This team's full of good free throw shooters. Benoit might be the best of them. Oh, what a pass. The finish just wouldn't fall. Mackenzie Robbins awfully close. Lucy Gray.
Oh, nice pass into Benoit.
And Benoit's fouled. Really nothing else Regan Cowan could do there. As Cowan or Griffith in the foul. They'll get Griffith for it. Just one on Allie Griffith. Marie Benoit gets one more.
It's like no spin or anything on. That was just a dead ball.
Yeah, it was. Ella Haney back in. Mackenzie Robbins checks out for Madison. 1 out of 2 at the line. The rebound, the putback, no. This time Lucy Gray with a trip to the charity stripe. That's 2 on Kylie Furbish. The Bulldogs continue to hit their free throws. First point of the game for Lucy Gray. She hits them both. Can they call a lane violation on that? I think they did.
Lane violation.
So 1 out of 2.
This batter's a beautiful second shot.
Stolen away by Halldale. And it's on the baseline. Benoit tried to save it, couldn't do it. Madison basketball.
Might have tried to reverse on that one. That had no angle for her to get there.
Timeout called by Madison's coach Venziano. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Bulldogs will head into Hampshire after the Christmas holiday. On the 28th, playing some exhibition games against 2 top teams in the Granite States. Next Halldale broadcast will be on the ice. You see it right there. Halldale playing with the Coney Rams. Coney Gardner, always fun when those two rivals get together, especially in a good physical sport like hockey. Gardner had their way with Coney the first time out. The Rams looking for some revenge. We'll have that game for you on the Martin Luther King holiday on the 16th of January on Munzing Media.
And that first game they had was a game of periods. That first period, Gardner came out, and they were just carrying play and hitting posts. And, thankfully, Coney Keeper made some great saves. And then second and third period, ice turned. It was all Gardner at that, or all Coney Halldale at that point.
Fouls on Benoit. 2 on Rita. 28.8 seconds to go. Clock stopped for Allie Griffith to shoot. It's a 1-1 for Griffith. 5'5" junior. And the rebound to Halldale. Gray for Halldale has to watch out for Kelly. Lee, that 5'5" frame, kept that in. Griffith, 13 seconds to go. Furbush launching the 3 off the iron. No, Halldale will get one more chance here. Benoit to Benoit. Just in front of the buzzer.
Beautiful reverse layup by Marie Benoit.
The sisters connect. The pass from Rita, the finish from Marie. And Halldale, all of a sudden leading by 14 at the break. They've extended that lead. Madison hung in for a while, but too much Halldale in that second quarter.
Oh, that last play was very much like soccer. You got Rita Benoit in the midfield feeding her younger sister going in for the goal. And this time it was the reverse layup. It was pretty to watch.
So we'll take a break, come back here at halftime, get you the individual totals, and run down things at our halftime show here at Halldale in the Battle of Bulldogs. Both teams undefeated, but it's the home team Halldale with a 14-point lead here at the break on Munzing Media.
Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grandpa Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help. Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
Kaylin Bork, Riley McIntyre, Alyssa Bork, Riley Geyer, and Caleb Manuel. What do all these athletes have in common? They're all from Maine, and they're building their athlete brand with Pliable. If you're an athlete or a business that wants to learn more about name, image, and likeness opportunities and the next generation of marketing, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 707-PLIABLE.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
Back here with you at Halldale High School, the Madison Bulldogs, 33-19 here at the break. Joined by Chris Ranslow, who does double duty here at Halldale High School, the athletic the boys basketball coach. The AD job so far, at least no rescheduling you've had to do yet. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we have the same fortune after the Christmas holiday, because I know that is just plays havoc with your schedule and your time when that has to happen.
Yeah, it sure does. And the weather is so unpredictable. I would think that it's going to balance itself out here in the second half of the season, and we're going to have a ton of cancellations and delays.
You got to be optimistic about this.
I'm being realistic.
Yeah, you probably are, actually. Halldale boys, tough game against Dirigo, but I think you played very well in that contest.
Yeah, we fought. I thought we played with a lot of energy. We made some mistakes, and credit to them. They played great basketball, and they got great contributions from a bunch of guys, and they made more shots.
What do you liked about your team so far this year?
I like our inside play. I like how connected we are. I like how tough we're playing. And there's still a lot of potential too. We've got some untapped potential.
Get to watch the girls team all that much? I know they usually play kind of opposite nights, but you're able to be here tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see them. It's a great group, very balanced. They've got inside-out play. They've got experience. They've got shooters. They've got some drivers, and they play a great full-court defense. So they're hard to beat.
One of the things I've noticed about watching both the girls' team and your team is just after seeing some of your players play for a couple of years, the strides and maturation that you've seen from players like, Carter Bork, for example, a guy who would routinely get into very quick foul trouble, a lot more discipline at his end. And on the girls' side, KJ Greenhall, same type of thing, was always picking up 2 or 3 quick fouls. Watch her tonight in situations where she would have last year probably made that extra play, that extra attempt, which would have drawn the whistle. playing with a lot more discipline on the floor tonight. I was impressed by that, and what I saw out of Carter as well. He did foul out in that game, but it was kind of late in that contest when that happened.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's so much growth between grades 9 and 12. So kids, when they come in as freshmen or sophomores, they're just immature. They haven't had the experience. They haven't had the reps. And, if you're a competitor, you learn what it takes to win.
And one more quick thing that's on the subject of basketball and all sports. It's great to see the work that UAD's some open scheduling with the MVC and allow some out-of-conference games after so long with having it be a fully closed schedule. I think it's going to benefit a lot of the teams in the conference.
I do too. It's great to see other teams from different regions in preparation for tournament time.
Chris Ranslow, thanks very much for stopping by here at halftime.
It was awesome. Thanks for having me.
Halldale by 14 at the break. We'll run down those numbers in just a bit in Munzing Media.
If you want to boost your energy, metabolism, and nutrition, try one of Northeast Nutrition's 85 energizing teas. Fruity, made with natural aloe, stevia, and herbal and green teas. Or have a low-carb 200 to 300 calorie shake for breakfast or lunch. Choose from over 50 flavors like Fluffernutter or Pumpkin Turtle Cheesecake. Northeast Nutrition also has customized protein iced coffees, caffeine-free options for the kiddos, and specialty drinks for athletes. Northeast Nutrition, 599 Main Avenue, Farmingdale. Follow on Facebook at Northeast Nutrition and Energy.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Back here at Halldale, we'll name the Capsa's Pizza player of the game at the end of this contest. The Halldale player that's determined to be the player of the game gets a free 10-inch one-topping Capsa's Pizza. We'll do that at the end of the contest tonight, as well as the Northeast Nutrition and Energy high-energy player of the game. We'll name that for you at the end of this contest. Individual numbers look like this. We'll start with the Madison Bulldogs. 3 players with 5 points on the night. Regan Cowan, Mackenzie Robbins, Elizabeth Kelly, all with 5 points. Ella Haney's got a couple of points for Madison. Allie Griffith with 2 points. 19 points overall for Madison. Take a look at the Halldale side of the ledger. Their point totals look like this. Leading the way, Hayden Medore with 8 points tonight. Amanda Trepanier. Right behind her with 7. 5 points for Marie Benoit. 4 for Rita Benoit. KJ Greenhalgh with 4, and Tori Tibbetts, Audrey Gilbert with 2 apiece. Lucy Gray chipping in 1 from the line as we get set to go in the second half. We'll switch ends. Halldale with the basketball, and they'll attack from right to left. And the home whites, Madison the Road Blues, along with Mark Tinkham. My name is Rob Kennedy. Settle in for the second half here in Farmingdale.
Be curious to see what Coach Venziano has made for adjustments coming out here in the second half. As whole first half it was man-to-man, both teams running up and down the court. All right, we let them take the lead, then we fought back, and now they've got a significant lead. Do we change things up? Do we go zone? Do we slow it down? What are we going to do here?
So we'll truly switch ends this time, and Halldale, which was attacking, is now playing defense. Referees wanted to set everybody straight. Halldale will attack from right to left. Madison from left to right. And it's the Bulldogs in blue who start with the basketball. Allie Griffith for Madison handling the ball. A give and go, great look, great pass. Gilbert came over to make sure the finish wasn't there, but she'll pick up the foul. Ashley Clow, the rebound, will head to the line.
It's 3 on Gilbert. She's probably going to take a seat real soon.
And indeed, Marie Benoit heading to the scorer's table. First shot swished. Ashley Clow gets one more. Big to hit the free throws to cut into a deficit with the time stopped. Clow 1 out of 2. Trepanier wheeling back up the floor. Medore inside, taking on all 4 of the 5 Madison Bulldogs and wins.
It's a nice feed by Trepanier. getting that ball to Medor.
Mackenzie Robbins forced inside to Furbush. This time they'll get Greenhalgh on the foul. That's 3 on Greenhalgh as well.
Let's take a look at that play with Trepania. Swing the ball out to Medor. Medor cuts into the paint. You see those 4 Bulldogs. Takes a step. Left hand up. All net.
Hands up, hands up.
Lucy Gray into the contest for Greenhalgh. Just Gray right there defending on Allie Griffith. A 3 on the way, off the back iron, no. Gray the rebound off the Griffith miss.
This is where Halldale's depth comes into play.
Ray Benoit all by herself, and Allie Griffith guilty of the bump.
Got Gilbert and Greenhalgh on the bench, 2 of their big bodies, and they bring in 2 sophomores with Benoit and Gray, who are equally as tall. A little difference is that you get the lankiness, but still able to track that ball down and keep the ball into play.
Trepania carried the basketball and knew it.
That's a smile.
So, yep, I did it. She knew. Halldale some pressure on the inbounds pass. It got through to Cowan anyway from Robbins. Tough left-hand shot. Gray forced Furbish. Too far in deep. Trepanier lost the handle. And it's Madison basketball. Fine defensive play by Cowan. As Halldale pressures. Tough to break. Cowan looking up the floor. Guarded by Rita Benoit. Cowan breaking the timeline. Robbins, baseline. And drew the foul on Medor.
Yeah, Medor caught up in the air. She couldn't do anything. Run into her, it's going to be a foul.
Just the first foul on Hayden Medor. 3rd on Halldale already, though. Robbins at the line.
Looked like Trape gave NYA a pretty decent game the other night.
Trape's a quality team down south, and of course Old Orchard Beach, who we'll see up here in February. I think at the Augusta Civic Center to take on Halldale in a regular season matchup. Mentioned that to Chris Ranslow, the open schedule in the MVC, and I think that's a great thing for all the teams in the conference to have some ability to play some non-conference games. Gray for 3. Those aren't falling tonight for either team. Just 1 3-pointer in the game. Cowan, guarded by Medor. Robbins helped out. She has the basketball now. A traveling violation called.
I think anytime you can start to open up your schedule and see other teams, it just opens up the competition, allows you to see what's going to happen. One of the complaints of the league is, oh gosh, we're going to lose the points out of our league. And, it doesn't matter if you're not going to be competitive once you're in there.
Yeah, high hill point seating position doesn't do you much good if you lose at home. And just a tough schedule is imperative to having that playoff battle test. As you know, for soccer, you can only do so much with the preseason matchups. You certainly played a bunch of tough teams in preseason, but there's 2.5 months between preseason until when the games really start to matter, and turnover gives it back to Halldale.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad that basketball is experimenting with it. And as you're aware, next year MPA is moving to 8v8 for soccer, which is going to, especially with the MVC, we're going to lose some teams out of there. So I think that's going to be a benefit to allow for some of the top tier teams to play the Wayne Fleets, the Old Orchards, the Trapes. Right. Heck, I'd travel to Herman.
It'd be fun to play up there against the Hawks. Of course, some schools in the area as well, too. I think that's the geographic proximity to some schools that Halldale does have the advantage against over some MVC schools in that regard, as we have a great number of schools in the area. Can't say that about everybody in the conference, but I still think you'll see a lot of them getting games as teams will travel.
I think you get the traveling, but even that, if you get some the East-West teams, Rangeley always put together a good club, and that could be some good competition for
boys basketball. Who want to play Forest Hills?
Exactly, or Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. Trepanier launching the 3. Oh, close but no. Great rebound by Gray. Well, maybe not.
Oh wow.
Gray call for the foul. That's her first. 4 now on Halldale here in the first half.
Madison chipping away.
The lead now a baker's dozen for Halldale, 13 points. Allie Griffith, great bounce pass. And the finish by Elizabeth Kelly.
These Blue Bulldogs will not go away.
No, they're going to fight. Kelly with 7 points now. Tied for the team lead with Mackenzie Robbins. Medore's leading everybody with 10. That was blocks. Here's Griffith. Robbins outside. Great spin move. Trepanier right there with her like a statue, though, to alter the shot. That won't go either. Benoit on defense. But still Madison hustles and can reset. Maybe. Picked up by Rita Benoit. This will go out of bounds. Cowan just wants to slow things down for a bit. Only problem now, though, is they'll have to deal a bit with that Halldale pressure.
I think a big piece about this Halldale team as we progress, that maturity is going to be a huge piece. Just knowing that NYA is setting the bar, and very fortunate last year we had the senior leadership to come back, but down 23.
Yep.
You know, this is a team that is going to need to have that maturation piece to compete.
Benoit. Marie Benoit off balance, won't go. Medore almost had the rebound. There's Marie Benoit, excuse me. And Halldale keeps it with the arrow. Kind of a ragged 3 minutes and 3 seconds here in the third quarter. Stella Haney back in, and Tori Tibbetts for Halldale will join her. Marie Benoit to Trepanier. Medore launching for three. And Medore lucky to escape a foul call on Cowan.
It's a whole new term of the word lucky.
Haney launches, hits, and that's going to count. And Medore did not escape the foul that time. Madison just will not go away.
Here's that play by Haney. Shot is up, shot is good. Nothing but net. She's on the line now.
Make it an 8-point game, and it won't fall. Halldale by 9, 36-25 as you see. We are synced with the clock and the score, so both those are official. Trepanier has to get rid of it. Panicked a little bit, it was stolen. Elizabeth Kelly for three, no. Gibbons the rebound. And a foul call here against Madison. That'll be on Elizabeth Kelly. That's 2 on Kelly. And 2 on Madison here in the second half.
So Madison looking to take advantage of a team that has 1 junior, 3 sophomores, and a freshman out there.
And a smaller lineup for Halldale. No Gilbert, no Greenhalgh. Gray to Trepanier, is not afraid to post up. Drew the double team, drew the foul.
Take it to the experienced one.
That's 3 on Allie Griffith from Madison. And Trepanier with 7 points, a chance to add to the Halldale lead. Put it back to double digits with his first shot. She does. Halldale senior with 1 more. And that rims out. Allie Griffith switches to the left hand. Griffith, thought about taking it all the way in. Had that lane cut off. Baseline jumper won't fall, taken by Ashley Clow. Marie Benoit for Halldale. Clow picks her up at the timeline. Tibbetts was open for a moment. Chooses
nice
to drive
take.
And hits.
Beautiful
Tremendous.
take by Tori Tibbetts.
A big hoop for Tibbetts, who has 4 points now. And a block at the other end by Tibbetts. Kylie Furbush, Mackenzie Robbins back in. We'll take another look at that Tibbetts basket.
That was just a huge blue-collar effort on Tibbetts' part. Taking the ball by herself, getting into the paint, putting it up, runs down the other end, blocks the Madison Bulldog on the shot. Let's put a cape on her, Superwoman. Jenna
Lee back in, nice inbounds play. The shot missed by Haney. Madison bench wanted a foul call and did not get it. Trepanier with Robbins, bulldogging her. Gray open for three. That won't fall. The threes are just not dropping tonight. And a held ball.
It's like one for 8 for both teams in this game for threes.
I think it is. Maybe worse. Five minutes gone in the second half. Allie Griffith trying to roll around the picket fence. Cowan for three. Again close. Again, same results. The putback is off. Tumble onto the floor. The fight for it down low. A jump ball means it's Halldale basketball this time.
It's just a gritty effort underneath there.
A long pass to Gray. She caught up with it. Jenna Lee arriving. But a double dribble called against the Halldale junior who just checked in. Has not been a cohesive third quarter.
It feels frantic.
It's frantic, disjointed. Used the word ragged before. It's not a lot of flow. There was in the first and second, really not here out of the break. Robbins drives. Nice right-handed finish. Mackenzie Robbins with 9 points now. It's stolen away by Kylie Furbish. Madison gets another chance here. Halldale uncharacteristically sloppy. Furbish off the backboard. Will stay Madison basketball. Rita Benoit re-entering for Halldale. Elizabeth Kelly, the sophomore, back in for Madison. And Halldale still holding that 10-point advantage. Could be 7 on the Robbins shot. Looked good when it left her hands, but wouldn't fall. And again, great determination by both teams to head down to the hardwood. And a foul called against Rita Benoit. That's 3 on Rita. 6 on Halldale, so with 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go in regulation time, every defensive foul from here on out puts Madison at the line. And that basket won't fall. They called a traveling violation, I believe, before the shot. No, the foul. No, it's traveling violation. I was right. Yeah. No one seemed to know for a moment as they lined up at the free throw line.
So Mr. Dago made the final call. Just others didn't pay attention.
And Robbins, foul number 4. That'll likely have her out of the game, and indeed, popping immediately off the bench is Allie Griffith from Madison. The junior about to come back in. Lucy Gray is at the line for Halldale.
Nice rainbow shot by Gray.
Hayden Medora back in. KJ Greenhalgh also coming back in for Halldale. And joining Allie Griffith on the floor. Lucy Gray shooting for a 12-point lead. And can't hit that one, so 11. Whoop. Mental error that time by Furbish. And once it's touched, backcourt violation, gives it back to Halldale. Situation, Allie Griffith or Kylie Furbish knew exactly what she did once she made that pass. But the oops came too late.
Seen that twice tonight. One for each.
Greenhalgh back in the game. Gibbons open for 3. No. Followed her shot, got her own rebounds. A 2 won't go either. It's been a quarter of almost for both teams. Kelly blocked by Gray. Haney guilty of the foul. That's 3 on Ella Haney. And 5 now on Madison. So free throws could be important in this game as both teams will likely have a chance to shoot several of them. Next foul puts Madison into the bonus and Halldale 2 away. Trepanier calling the screen, goes around the Gray screen, wanted the shot. Madison played that very nicely. Gibbons forced it inside, patted back out, now a chance for Kelly. But Gibbons knocked it away from her. Madison will reset. Good work by Gibbons. Would have been an easy 2. Trying for the hard 2 was Allie Griffith. Second time won't go.
Wow.
The defense by Trepanier just too much. 61 ticks of the clock remaining in the third quarter. I think both teams will be happy to take a bit of a breather and switch that 3 to a 4 up there and kind of put this one in the memory bank. Trepanier touched that last. It's Madison basketball. Cowan kissed off the glass for 2. Cowan with 7 points now.
Back to single digits on this lead. Geez, we might have to travel to Madison for the next one.
I like going up there. It's a fun place to watch a game. Well, I think I've been there since they've renamed the gym in honor of Coach Venziano. Gibbons, little room on the baseline, too strong. Greenhalgh, the kick out to Medor. 4 Bulldogs. And the foul called beforehand. Kylie Furbush, guilty of the infraction. Might have been a player control foul without that, but the whistle came before the contact.
Yeah.
And Medor's at the line.
Both teams be shooting next fouls.
Yep. Medor gets the shooter's roll. Here's Ashley Clow back in for Madison. Eleven-point lead for Halldale. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. The return to Griffith, stopped in her tracks. Cowan, little hesitation, draws the travel. J.C. Moody into the game, the 5'7" sophomore. Jade Graham back in for Halldale. She'll take out Greenhalgh. Trepannier's got to hurry. Coach O.J. Jaramillo wanted the timeout, didn't get it. Referee down the floor didn't hear him. So Madison basketball. Is Allie Griffith back in.
Tough to see in that corner.
Off the rim by Clow. The putback won't fall. Volleyball's around. Griffith with a hustle play. But Medor steals it. 13 seconds left to work. Hayden Medor with 10 seconds watched by Cowan. Cowan stuck to her.
Oh, that's going to be offensive.
It's going to be an offensive foul.
Yep.
You called it, and I think everyone knew it. Third on Medor. 5.5 seconds for Madison with the basketball here.
Got to give it to Cowan. Cowan was on her like sticky gum.
She earned that. Earned this opportunity. 5 seconds to go. They have to hurry. Allie Griffith to Cowan. Cowan launches.
And she's going to be shooting.
She will be shooting. Trepanier called for the foul. And that will put Cowan at the line for 3. First foul by Trepanier, but it's a big one. So Cowan shooting 3.
I think this is going to be a good game for Coach to watch with the team. There are a lot of things to be learned in this game, and I think a big piece of it is at all times we need to be thinking of what we're doing.
There have been mental errors today, no doubt. So Cowan makes Halldale pay for 1 point. It's a 10-point lead for Halldale over Madison as we head to the fourth quarter on Munzing Media.
Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
Halldale and Madison starting the fourth quarter. Halldale by 10. The Halldale Bulldogs, 3 blowout victories in their first 3 games. And I was talking to Hayden Medore about this contest this morning, and she said, won't be a blowout tonight, I don't think. Madison's going to hang around. So far, Miss Medore has been exactly right. The Bulldogs have only trailed once, but Madison is not going away.
And I think a comment earlier is, you had mentioned that Halldale's been great at being able to close the door, but tonight's been the exception.
Great outlet from Greenhall, Shumador.
Unless they put together a fourth quarter, which is going to be the polar opposite of that third quarter.
Could have been an offensive foul call there. No call, but Greenhall was standing like a statue in the paint, just waiting for the contact from Regan Cowan. Rita Benoit, Halldale starters back in. That was last touch by Elizabeth Kelly.
Here's that replay. Long ball coming down. Medore with it. 3 dribbles up, off the basketboard. Nice little kiss and in.
Now, Letta Medore was already running off the miss. Greenhall, who just scored here, hit her in stride. KJ's got 6. Halldale has the largest lead they've enjoyed in this game now at 14. Cowan. Furbush. Little skyhook won't go. And the Bulldogs a chance to add to the lead. Disappear a bit over the horizon. Bulldogs not in any kind of hurry. Don't need to be frantic here. Gilbert sets the screen. Trepanier. Well defended by Furbush. Allie Griffith. Fake Medore out. Used the glass. Wouldn't fall for. And saved by Madison. The shot doesn't drop for Kelly. Rebound Rita Benoit for Halldale.
So this is where we're at a place we don't have to run. I don't understand why we don't just pull it out. Force Madison to come out and play it. Go for some of the easy layups.
Regan Cowan is tenacious as she's been on defense. That's just her first foul. Medore's at the line. She'll get one more. Here's Ella Haney back in, the sophomore. She'll take Allie Griffith's spot. Medore 1 out of 2. The Bulldogs lead 15. Haney just in. The quick pass to Regan Cowan.
Now recover.
Robbins. Halldale not giving Madison anything as far as opportunities. Robbins for 3. The step back shot doesn't drop. Trepanier the rebound. Got hit up high. And the referee makes the late call, but it's the right call.
No call.
No call. Just saw the
his time.
So not a foul here. Just saw Trepanier got hit. But don't think he saw who hit her, so we can't call the foul. I knew it was something and stopped for the safety of the player. Fair compromise, I suppose. And that time the foul on Robbins. Medore back at the line, and I think that's 5 on Robbins.
I think you're right.
Allie Griffith is getting up off the bench. And yeah, indeed, Mackenzie Robbins will play no further role in this contest. Gardner girls action coming up. That'd be Friday, wouldn't it? 23rd.
It is Friday.
Messalonsky and Gardner. It's a 11:30 a.m. start. No school in Tigertown or Messalonsky on Friday, so midday action. Medore hits the shot. Thought that was the first half of a 1-and-1.
Yeah,
I was confused. Did I miss something? So one more for Medore. 1 out of 2 at the line. She's got 16 points. A double dribble call, and Madison will take the turnover.
Got to feel a little bit bad for Gardner Messalonsky. You know, your first full day off, and basketball game at 11:30.
Not the players mind too much. Kind of a time they might have to get used to, too, as tournament basketball will be right around that. Cowan for three is offline. Great hustle by Clow to keep that in. And that three also won't go for Cowan, so back. Close. And Greenhalgh was up on top of the back. That's 4 on KJ. That means Jay Graham's about to come back in for Halldale. She'll be joined by Callie Furbish from Madison. Griffith's at the line for Madison. First shot drops. That's some fans arrived late in this game, but they got here. And the noise did not seem to put off Allie Griffith whatsoever.
I was going to say, she did a great job of shutting them out.
I kind of like it better, and that's the old kind of school tradition to me. I like when the home gyms get inhospitable, and they make some noise to the opponents on the line. Trepanier's three doesn't fall. A great battle underneath. And it's a jump ball.
You go to other places, and they become the sixth man on the court. So important.
Now, obviously, you don't want to have the fans cross the line at anything abusive, but just kind of noise and an atmosphere that makes it difficult for the opponents to come in. That's a great advantage. Mador for three. No. The putback. Gibbons. She's fouled. 9th foul on Madison. This one's on Allie Griffith, number 4 on her. Gibbons gets one more. Not in the score sheet yet, Gibbons.
It's coming on this one. She's disappointed with herself. She'll make up for it.
Got a chance to get her first point right here. And does. Good prognostication by Mark Tinkham.
Just need to do that when I buy a lottery ticket.
Here's a three on the way. Haven't seen one of those fall in a while. And there it is. Bounced up high. Regan Cowan. She's got 11 points.
If that was going to bounce, and if you're going to have a 3-1, make it good. And that one was pretty.
Gibbons close, but no, the putback won't go. Jay Graham the rebound. It's a jump ball called, and Madison's got the arrow this time.
Here's the replay on that. 3-point shot. Hits the back, goes straight up, comes right back down.
Almost at the top of the backboard as it's stolen away, and Mador uses the backboard for 2. Hayden with 18. And Gibbons going for the steal, called for the foul. That's 2 on Gibbons.
Yeah, she had it, a little push off at the end.
So not a shooting situation with a player control foul. As Mark Tinkham mentioned, Gibbons had possession. Aldo with a 14-point lead. Marie Benoit with a steal for Halldale. There's Gibbons again. Dribbles into traffic. Gray the reset, now Trepanier. Gibbons outside. Again ran into some trouble, but got rid of the basketball. Mador settles things for Halldale. 4.5 remaining. Mador wants to take it herself. Can't get that one to drop for her. Allie Griffith the rebound. Mador's there to tie it up, and Griffith got rid of it in time. Cowan, oh, what a pass. The finish won't fall for Furbish, though. She got a little too deep. Referees allowing some physicality here. That was a good non-call. Benoit can't come up with a pass. It's Madison basketball. 4:04 remaining in the fourth quarter.
It's just a frantic pace at times. But I thought that last play where Madison missed, Lucy Gray had great position in the middle and caused some confusion for them.
Cowan. The set shot doesn't fall for Kelly. It's gone that way for both teams. Had a lot of near misses. That's no near miss.
That's a nice feed by Marie Benoit to Hayden on that one.
And Mador 2 more. She now has 20 points, and we'll step aside for a break with 3:46 remaining in the fourth quarter on Munzing Media.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learned so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
Back here at Halldale, and Regan Cowan's going to step up to shoot a free throw after fouled on a drive by Amanda Trepanier. Just the second foul on Trepanier. Really, the team foul totals immaterial. They're 2 shots all the way for both teams from here on out.
Good for Halldale to have a close game.
It is.
Nice test.
Cowan 1 out of 2. She's got 12 points. The Bulldogs in the second half haven't looked like they've been in danger of losing this game. They've not been able to put away Madison either, despite this 15-point lead. It's kind of stayed that way for a while. Madison just keeps hanging around. Gibbons, great first step and finish. 3 now for Sierra.
Yeah, that's a nice little finger touch roll off Gibbons into the basket there.
Halldale will get it back.
You'll see that play by Gibbons. Here she is driving. Step, little finger touch. Nothing but net.
Ashley Clow back in for Madison. Ella Haney heads to the bench. Trepanier inbounding for Halldale with 3:16 to go. Gray had to put the ball down. It worked out for her. She switched back to the right hands. That's 4 now for Lucy Gray off the bench. Halldale's largest lead, 19. 3-pointer won't go. Great position by Marie Benoit on the rebounds. Bador picks the ball up at half court. Bador trying to shake Kelly. Benoit, the open player is Gray. Got it.
Beautiful pass by Benoit. Saw down low in the box. Lucy Gray.
Furbush to answer. Close, but off the back iron. Tic-tac-toe passing by Halldale the last time up the floor.
It's such a different team when you see a composed Halldale team versus one that is just, almost in a frenzy-like state.
Coach O.J. Jaramillo says take some time off the clock.
Pull it out, pull it out.
Benoit doubles. Madison on the steal. Cowan with that great speed. They won't catch her. 14 for Regan Cowan. She leads the Madison Bulldogs.
There's that play down low. Benoit sees Lucy Gray in the other block. Easy layup for Gray, putting it off the glass and in.
Drawing 2 defenders and finding the open teammate. Sierra Gibbons had a very strong second half. Gray for Halldale. Trepanier with Clow. Clow won't give her any presence at all. Great pass by Trepanier. Mador didn't have it fall for a change. That shot won't drop for Kelly. The rebound to Gray. There's Mador with it again, slowing things down.
What was nice about that pass is that Trepanier called for Mador to come in.
Trepanier's waited to do that all night. Finally has her 3. First of the game for Trepanier. She's got 11.
She can make them look easy.
She does. And the answer for Cowan rolled around the rim. Medora splits the defense, runs around players to dish that off. Second chance, falls down for Benoit. Got her own rebound and scored. No, rejected by Gibbons.
She timed that perfectly.
She certainly did. Starting to make a name for herself as potentially a high-energy player of this game, as there's Benoit for two more. Well, the Bulldogs end up winning by a large number here, but it was not as easy as the score might look.
No. That took a lot of work, and it came in the fourth quarter.
Gray with the foul. Kylie Furbush at the line. And we'll see subs coming in now. Ava Landry. Bree Gross will check in for Madison. First shot falls down for Furbush. Brandon Agapian comes in.
Carolyn Coro makes her first appearance.
I knew I missed somebody. Carolyn Coro, that's who it was. Seconds to go, Halldale. Trying to kill the rest of the time. Medora still out there with the basketball, running the floor. Lee.
Little weave up top.
Just killing the last seconds, and that'll do it. A 65-41 win for Halldale, but it did not come nearly as easy as that scoreline might make it appear. The Madison Bulldogs, as we knew they would, tooth and nail for 32 minutes tonight. And a losing effort, but a valiant one for the visitors. So we'll take a break, come back and wrap this up here in Farmingdale after this on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
If you want to boost your energy, metabolism, and nutrition, try one of Northeast Nutrition's 85 energizing teas. Fruity, and herbal and green teas. Or have a low-carb 200 to 300 calorie shake for breakfast or lunch. Choose from over 50 flavors like Fluffernutter or Pumpkin Turtle Cheesecake. Northeast Nutrition also has customized protein iced coffees, caffeine-free options for the kiddos, and specialty drinks for athletes. Northeast Nutrition, 599 Main Avenue, Farmingdale. Follow on Facebook at Northeast Nutrition and Energy.
Rob Kennedy and Mark Tinkham back here one more time at Halldale High School. The Halldale Bulldogs putting the finishing touches on a 65-41 victory over the Madison Bulldogs tonight. But as I mentioned before we went to break, not easy at all for Halldale, despite what that scoreline may make it appear.
Coach Venzioni came in. He had a game plan. He did not defer from it whatsoever. He stuck with the man-to-man. And certainly there are points in the game where the game swayed and we had some lead changes. And then eventually I think the depth took its toll on Madison. And eventually the Bulldogs, especially in the fourth quarter, were able to pull away.
Let's take a look at the individual numbers tonight in our post-game show. Regan Cowan leading Madison with 14 points tonight, including a 3. Mackenzie Robbins, 9 points for Madison. She had a 3-pointer as well, as did Elizabeth Kelly, who ended with a total of 7 points tonight. Ella Haney with 4 points tonight, Allie Griffith with 4. Kylie Furbush with 2, and Ashley Clow with 1 point tonight. Madison 3 threes and 10 for 18 from the line tonight for the visiting Bulldogs. For Halldale, the numbers look like this. Hayden Medor leading all scorers with 20 points tonight. Amanda Trepanier with 11 points tonight. She had a 3-point bucket. The only 3-pointer the Bulldogs had, and it came late in the game. Uncharacteristic for Halldale. They usually make a bunch more of those, but they weren't dropping for either team tonight, especially not for Halldale. 9 points for Marie Benoit tonight. KJ Greenhalgh with 6. Lucy Gray also with 6 points tonight. 4 points for Rita Benoit. 4 points for Tori Tibbetts. 3 points for Sierra Gibbons and 2 for Aubrey Gilbert. 9 players on the score sheet. That just shows the depth of the Halldale Bulldogs. Let's now give out a couple of awards tonight. We'll start with the Northeast Nutrition and Energy High Energy Player of the Game, and awarding that tonight to Marie Benoit, who always seems to inject energy into a contest whenever she comes in, no exception tonight.
No, and she came out, she played a lot of minutes tonight and was able to get some baskets. She had some great feeds underneath as well. I think both ends of the court, she did a great job.
And on the other award, the Caps' Pizza Player of the Game, and really, we had some question about that, who that might be emerging in the second half. Well, it kind of became academic as Hayden Medore took over the scoring down the stretch. She had 20 points tonight to lead all scorers in this game.
I think obviously you got the points, but she's the floor general out there. You can see her motioning with her hands and telling players where to go. So, I think in any game she's going to be a huge factor for the Bulldogs.
Both teams now get a break. They'll both next play on December 30th. The Madison Bulldogs will host Telstar down from Bethel on the 30th, and they'll be at Monmouth on January 4th. Halldale goes to New Hampshire for a couple exhibition games on December 28th, back in countable action right here in Farmingdale on December 30th. They'll take on the Oak Hill Raiders coming to town. So that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. For Matthew Waller on our camera, for Rob Munzing doing our producing, and for Mark Tinkham, my color commentator tonight, my name is Rob Kennedy saying so long. The final score tonight, a victory for Halldale at home to go to 4-0, 65-41 over now 3-1 Madison on Munzing Media.